Men, you are busy in the stress bubble of life. You get up early, you bring the kids in, you have breakfast, you do your thing, you get them off to school, you come home, you're tired, you want to, get into your own head and get into your nothing compartment, but you have people that you love who depend on you, and you need to learn to dial in and listen. Today, I'm going to give you some secrets to listening to those you love. Hey guys, I want to jump in to the meat of today's episode. Here we go. Are you ready? This is called The Art of Conversation, 5 Secrets to Listening to Those You Love. Now, in James chapter 1, verse 19, we read this. This you know, my beloved brethren, but everyone must be quick to hear, slow to speak, and slow to anger. So we want to talk to you today about listening. And I would just confess, I'm not a great listener, but I'm getting better, and I am a very good conversationalist. And my wife and I have learned over the years some secrets to becoming great conversationalists. And I think these are great tools in your arsenal while you're living in the stress bubble. These are some great skills for you to learn regarding how to listen and have conversations with your children, your bride, and especially as your children get older. Okay, here we go. First of all, I want to tell you this. I want to tell you something about those people in your house. Are you ready? They are selfish naturally. You know this because they're like you. They're sinners like us. We are sinners. We are naturally selfish. Number 2, they want to talk to you about their favorite subject, themselves. So they want to share about their life. When you get into a conversation with people that you care about, when you walk into a room and you're kind of cold contacting people want to talk about their most vitally important subject themselves. If you can get them talking about themselves, you got them. Number 3 is, here's how you do it. You ask them questions about themselves. But listen, don't expect them to reciprocate. So even if somebody comes to me and starts asking me questions, I know what they're doing, but I still want to talk about my favorite subject. Now, I know the answer is supposed to be Jesus, but I'll tell you what, I love to talk about my life. So if you ask me, I'm going to tell you, I probably will not ask you to reciprocate. You have to be ready for that part. And here's the 4th thing I want to share with you about people. Number 4, they will base your listening skills on how much you ask about them. So guys, for this Equipping Men in 10, now that you kind of know about the nature of people, the nature of those in your household, I want to give you 5 secrets for attentive listening, for pulling conversation out of your kids. Here's the first one. Read the room. Read the room. 93% of all conversation is nonverbal. So when you walk into the room, whether it's with your children, whether it's with your bride, whether it's with your coworkers, whatever it is, read the room. Pay attention to both the actual words and nonverbal cues such as body language, tone of voice, inflection, etc. So first thing, read the room. Second thing is this, drop the phone. Read the room, drop the phone. Project interest. When you're staring down at a glowing rectangle, you are not projecting interest. Sincere acknowledgement, even a nod of the head or an encouraging can reassure the other person that you're following what's being said. So drop the phone, focus on the person. And the third thing is this, pretend that you're an elephant and you're like, with me, it's not so hard because look at these things. They're awesome. But take your elephant ears and wrap them around the person that you're talking to. Imagine you're wrapping your elephant ears around that person. Don't jump in with a response at the first opportunity. When there's a pause, prompt the speaker to continue on with what they are saying. So I tend to interrupt people. I tend to finish their sentences. But what I'm working on is wrapping my elephant ears around that person and really focusing in on them, which leads me to point number 4. And I've already alluded to this. The ask is greater than the answer. In other words, clarify the information that they are giving you. So often we want to fill in the blanks. We want to fill in the dead air. We want to answer them before they're done talking. We want to finish their sentences. I'm so guilty of this. Instead, ask for specific details or examples to help Fill in missing information. Do not fall victim to searching for your next thing to say. So the ask is greater than the answer. So ask questions. And the last thing is this: summarize. Use attentive or active listening or responding. Now, I took a class on this way back when, and I just never could figure it out. I just, for some reason, kept messing it up. But here's what I have learned. I like to repeat back to people what they've said to me in a way that I understand it. So I'll say something like this: so what I hear you saying is this. So what you mean this happened? So I just repeat it back to them. It keeps me engaged. It keeps them going. And I have found, guys, here's a pro tip. I have found that with my wife, if she says something to me and I respond like, man, I'm sorry you felt that way, or I'm so sorry to hear that, or how did that make you feel? If I just respond with a feeling type of response, man, she'll go forever, because she wants to talk about herself. She wants to share her feelings with the most important person on the planet. That's me. And she wants to have a conversation with me, because my wife, as your wife is, she's a verbal processor. She's verbally stimulated. So listen, if today's Equipping Men in 10 helped you, and you've got a bro who needs to get better at communicating with his family, man, take this link, copy it, send it on over to that guy. And our following is increasing like crazy. We're exploding, and it's because you guys are sharing these links, and we sure appreciate that. So, hey, God bless you guys. And remember, until next time, feel the wet sand on the arena floor, hear the deafening roar of the crowd, taste the sweetness of victory, smell the stench of battle, get in the game, get dirty, grind it out, lean in and listen, and be a man.